Hey everyone, this is Dave Tappan of CDH coming at you with another 5-Minute Friday. And today I just thought we'd play around and check out what's new with OneDrive, and particularly OneDrive Mobile. I got this cool app on my computer that lets you see what's going on in my Android phone. And, I'm just going to show you a couple of the cool new features that have come out in OneDrive Mobile. Before I do that, I just want to show you the administration interface for OneDrive admin. So this is admin.onedrive.com, and this has got all the controls that you need for controlling how people can do various things on OneDrive, including mobile device access. So that is down here in device access section. And it's got a bunch of different settings that you can use to sort of lock down how people can use OneDrive on their phone. So this is our production environment, so I'm not going to go around changing some settings, but you can kind of see some of the choices that you have here. There's a lot of control to block screenshots, block copying files, block printing. So you can give people access to their documents in their OneDrive on a mobile device without necessarily having to give them the ability to do everything that they could normally do on a computer that maybe you have under better management. And the other thing, this is more general, this covers all OneDrive, but it's worth looking at this before we look at the phone, because they've created a much more unified sharing experience where you basically get the same experience everywhere. And this is where you can control the rules for sharing for the organization. What's the default link type? Is it shareable for anyone who you can email the link to, or only people in your organization, or only specific people? And what rights do they have? And then you can also restrict what kinds of users they can share with. So anyone is the most general. New and existing external users means basically people that are not internal users can get access withoat being approved by an administrator. Existing internal users means that an administrator has to approve adding an external user to your directory, and then only then can they access things that are shared with them. Or you can restrict it to only people in your organization. So you can control how people use their OneDrive in that manner. Let's take a look though at what it looks like in the device. I've got this little handy dandy widget here that shows you what's going on my phone. And I'm literally, I guess I'm on camera, so here you go, see? I'm working on my phone, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna open OneDrive, and here you could see the access to everything. And first of all, regarding that sharing, I'll show you how good the interface is. If I just click on the menu next to a document and hit share, you get the standard sharing dialog that you're used to, pretty much like you would get on a web browser, and the user can choose, within the scope of what's allowed on those admin rules that we're looking at on the screen here. As you can see, anyone, new and existing. This is the same choices. And the default settings are all controlled by the administrator, but within those limits, the user can change them and set what kind of sharing they're going to do. Coming soon that they don't have yet, but I think is really cool, is they're going to have sharing with a password. So when that comes along, you'll be able to add a password that the user has to use that you can send them separately to get access to the document. So that'll be pretty cool. But the other thing I wanted to show you today that I think is really amazing is, whoops, that wasn't what I meant to do. There we go. I wanted to show you that they've taken taking pictures of documents and put this functionality into OneDrive. So if we click on this little picture camera icon, and I'm going to go over here and highlight a document, or basically put it over a document. And you've seen this if you've ever used Office Lens, which is a separate app that would do what I'm doing right now, which is take a picture and de-skew it. So let me take a picture. Okay, and that comes up and it deskews it, meaning it straightens it out as if I'd been perfectly rectangular and squared above it, perfectly framed. And what's really cool is this can be saved as a PDF, and if I hit this plus sign, I can actually add pages, right? So now I'm gonna get the next page of this document, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and wait till it gets pretty close to being framed around it. Sometimes it's a little flaky on whether it's getting it, but I found that if you hit to take the picture at the last second, it kind of squares it up. See, I had pages behind it, so in the upper right-hand corner, you can see a little edge there. So make sure that you're taking a picture of it without any other extraneous white paper behind it that'll mess up the deskewing. So now I've got 2 pages, and now I can choose a name, you know, just whatever, give it a name. And I can, right now it's gonna save in the root, but I could click on this files link and browse. Actually, I've never tried this, but yeah, let's give it a try. I'm gonna put it in demo documents. And then I'm gonna hit okay. So now it's changed the location of that, and I hit upload. And that's uploading right from my phone as a PDF, that's a 2-page PDF into my OneDrive. And now I'm gonna go, let's see, am I in demo documents? No, I'm not. So let's go in there, and I think it's David's PDF is what I called it, right here. And then here's the other really cool thing that I think you might find pretty exciting. If I click on one of these pages and I hit this little pencil icon, now I can mark up this document. So I can, let's say I want to highlight some text like that. Look at how it automatically highlights the text even though it's a picture, you know, or if I want to, you know, maybe circle some things and put a couple of arrows in. So you can mark up these documents. You can add a note, you know, put it at a certain spot and, whoops, put it in a certain spot and, you know, save it. So if you want to have comments, see now there's a little piece of paper there. So this is basically full-fledged interaction with a PDF with a lot of the advanced functionality that you need Adobe Acrobat Pro for that you can do right here in the document. So I think that's pretty exciting new functionality, and that's basically all I wanted to show you today. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and we'll talk to you soon.